I found this video on TikTok, and it's a great example of why it's so critical that you avoid the temptation to have the last word, to get a word in edgewise, to win, because you're only going to escalate a situation. This bicyclist is riding along, and I've already made a stitch video, but it's just so short. I wanted to do a little bit more to just kind of touch upon a little deeper some basic conflict de-escalation tips and techniques. This bicyclist is riding along, and this motorist drives by in a pickup, and he's yelling and screaming at her, telling her to get off the road because there are drivers out there. Unfortunately, our bicyclist gets upset, understandably so, but this is where self-discipline and situational awareness comes in. She starts to engage with them. She starts to argue, debate, justify. Do you understand that I have radar? He doesn't give a shit. So she's arguing and debating. He's calling her names, and then he starts to drive away. He's done. He said his piece. He's leaving, but she has to have a word in edgewise. And in the video, she's yelling after him, calling him names, which causes him to slam on the brakes and come back and re-engage with her. And now they're both going back and forth. And in the video, her own video, she gets off her bike and approaches him. And that's where I got this nice screenshot of the driver. She is putting herself in danger because she's allowing herself to get sucked down this rabbit hole to argue, debate, defend, justify, and all that. Let it go, especially when he was already driving away. She's putting herself in danger here, and I'm glad everything worked out. But folks, slow down, take a deep breath. There's no law, rule, or regulation or policy that says that you will, you shall, you must engage with someone who's calling you names. You don't have to, you can just walk away, ignore them. I'm not saying you're not going to get pissed. I'm not saying you're not going to have an adrenaline dump. I'm just asking you to realize and understand that if you open your mouth and get sucked down this rabbit hole where you're arguing, debating, you are escalating the situation. Because just like in this incident, the guy said his piece and was driving away. Be careful, slow down, take a deep breath. Don't feel like you have to have the last word, get a word in edgewise, or have to win. You win when you go home safe to your family and friends.